The Tao of Self-Confidence, episode 261. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. Visit our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits. Well, hello friend. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. I'm your host today, Sheena Yap Chan, and today I have an amazing woman on the show today. She is an actress, and I'm just really excited to have her on and share her tips and story about self-confidence. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Angie Kim. Angie, how are you today? Maybe you can fill in a little bit more about yourself to our listeners.
Yes, I'm good. Thank you, Sheena. Hi, listeners. My name is Angie Kim, and I'm currently an actress here in LA. Some things you might be able to see me in are K-Town Cowboys, which is streaming on iTunes and Amazon and video on demand. Also Spa Night, which won a bunch of awards from Sundance and Outfest Film LA. And I also have a short on HBO Go streaming called The Last Song with Ernie, Hudson. And I also do little things on the side for fun, like on YouTube and stuff like that.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that, Angie. And what's your cultural background?
I am Korean, 100%.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that info. And what would be your favorite self-confidence quote?
A couple come to mind, and there's one that someone said, there is no competition because nobody can be me. There's also another one by Muhammad Ali that stuck out to me. I believe he said, I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was. And I really like the Muhammad Ali quote just because I think we're very harsh on ourselves, and we tend to be our harshest critic. But I think if you believe from the get-go that you're special and that you have something that no one else has and something that you can give the world and share, then and know that you're the only one with that special talent or skill or whatever, then it'll make your outlook on life be even more positive and thus confident.
Awesome. I love that quote. And it's true, right? Especially being women, especially Asian women, we're so hard on ourselves, right? Because we've been brought up to always be good, always follow the rules. And, if we make a mistake, it feels like it's the end of the world when, it's okay to make a mistake because then we can learn from it and move on. So love the quote that you mentioned by Muhammad Ali. And in your own words, how would you define self-confidence?
I would say self-confidence is knowing that you are enough. And what I mean by that is there's only one of you in this whole entire world. And so just know that you're enough, that, no one else can be like you. And you don't want to be like anyone else because that person's their own being and you're you. And no one else can replicate you. And you don't want to replicate or duplicate anyone else because that's boring. So just know that you're enough. And I believe you're brought into this world to give something special to this world, and only you can do that. So, yeah, know that you are enough. Sorry, this is so cheesy, huh?
No, it's great. And, I love it. It's true, right? I mean, we are more than enough. And I think people forget that. We feel like we have to keep on proving something or pleasing somebody else or doing more because we feel like we need to do more. But when really, we are enough. We're here for a purpose and, we're here on a journey, right? And our own journey. We don't have to compare it to anybody else because it's our own. And, that's more than enough that we can do. Just live, our best life and just be the change we want to be in the world. So, I like your definition. And what was your life like before your discovery of self-confidence?
My life was really sad. I was really unconfident in myself, and I don't know, I had no friends. I was pretty much a loner in school because I didn't think I fit in, and in a way I kind of didn't. I was brought up in two settings. One in Mexico, so I was the only Asian surrounded by Latino kids, and then when I moved to San Diego, I was the only Korean or Asian brought up around a bunch of white people. So I always knew I was different, but I let it get to me. I have a very, bubbly, unique personality, and no one was able to see that because in school I was just, so introverted and so self-conscious about myself. And I also had body issues that I dealt with. I was I wasn't obese or fat or anything, but I was chubby. But, I always compared myself to other girls, who probably matured and developed at a way, faster rate than me.
Thanks for sharing that. And I think that's something we all go through, especially when we move to countries like the United States and Canada. And for you, Mexico, that must have been quite an experience being the only Asian kid in a, Mexican country. I can only imagine what you had to go through. language barriers and everything. But, what was that point in your life when you realized that you were more than enough to, be who you are today and have that confidence to do what you love?
I think that was probably when I was 22. My mom secretly signed me up for a beauty pageant because one, I was a huge tomboy growing up and my mom's very, she's very ladylike and classy. And two, she knew that I dealt with self-conscious, identity issues, and she knew that I was very shy and, I didn't embody my own skin. And so she secretly signed me up for Miss Korea and, I couldn't back out of it. She paid all the dues and, she got me a dress and like all this stuff. So I had to just go through with it. And in the middle of training and my transformation, I started to accept myself more and more. I started to just accept my femininity and my being and my identity. And that's when it kind of just turned around for me. And I realized that one, like, yes, I'm enough. Two, I deserve to be here just as much as the other girls, although they were probably like, girlier, prettier, like I'm also in this competition, so I deserve an equal shot. And three, I just wanted to make my family proud. And by doing that was to give 100% in this pageant, and not back out and not only give, not half-ass it. So that's when I really started to gain confidence and really gain momentum in myself. And after that, I don't know, this sounds so cheesy, but I kind of just butterfly from my little cocoon. I was like always very bottled up with my emotions and stuff. But after the pageant, I definitely became more outgoing and, more bubbly and more of myself.
Thanks for sharing that. And, I know a lot of people think being in a pageant is like kind of demeaning, but for me, I think it's a great opportunity for women to be more confident. And at the same time, it's a great platform for women to spread, the message that they want to represent, especially when it's something that is, inspiring other people. So, it's great that it's helped you be the person that you want to be, the woman that you are today, and you can be your own person, and you're living your life, you're doing what you love. And to the woman who's listening to your episode, she may be in her own journey of self-confidence. What'd be that one tip you would give to her?
That would probably be, again, sorry to be so cheesy, but probably to just march to the beat of your own drum. And, just go with your instincts on things. And if you ever, feel any doubt that you're not enough or that you don't deserve to be there or that, you're not pretty enough or smart enough or whatever, just follow your instincts, do what you love, do what you want to do. And don't let the haters bring you down. Don't let the haters bring you down, pretty much, but not in that voice. Yeah, don't let the haters bring you down because, they're them, and it sucks to have such a crappy personality like them to want to pick on other people just because they're not happy with themselves and with the person they see in the mirror, and that's their problem. Just worry about yourself and your own personal growth and the path that you want to take and the trajectory and the journey that comes along with it.
Awesome, and I love that tip. And I love that. March to the beat of your own drum. We live in a world where we feel like we got to keep up with everybody. Especially like, people trying to find Pokemon on the streets, like, it's insane, But, like, when we learn to focus on ourselves and kind of like put blinders on and not care about our surroundings, that's when the true magic happens. So I really love that tip that you mentioned, Angie. And if our listeners wanted to get to know a little bit more about you and what you do, or maybe watch some of the movies that you're in, is there any links or social media profiles we can connect with?
Yeah, definitely. I'm on Instagram and Twitter, and my handle is the Angie Kim, TheAngieKim. I'm also on Snapchat. It's Doori_Poo, so DOORI_POO. Doori is my Korean name, so that's why I did that. And yeah, you guys can check me out there. I also post stuff on YouTube too, so if you guys put in my name on YouTube, like some like short, funny skits will come up. And be sure to follow. I'm pretty active on Instagram and Snapchat, so you guys can see how crazy I am on there.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And to our listeners, if you want to connect with Angie, you can also head on over to the taoofselfconfidence.com and search for Angie's name. Her show notes will pop up along with everything else we talked about. And I just want to thank Angie for taking the time to share her story and tips with us on self-confidence. So Angie, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Sheena.
It was an honor to have you on the show. And listeners, be on the lookout for another new episode of another amazing woman's journey to self-confidence. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode of the Tao of Self-Confidence. Get your free self-talk tape for building self-confidence by visiting our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits.